Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to bring you some more Action PC Baseball 2020 version. And we have the 1915 Boston Red Sox led by Babe Ruth, who'll be on the mound, taking on the 1954 Cleveland Indians with Jack Lemmon on the mound. Bob Lemon, not Jack Lemmon, excuse me. Jack Lemmon's an actor. In the Greatest Teams League that comes with the Action PC Baseball 2020 version. So let's go to Cleveland Stadium without any further ado and play some Christmas baseball at the ballpark. We have Clinton Parks. Check out that great channel. And also check out our good friend Tribes Fan 879. He's doing his Colorado Rockies card and dice replay using Stratomatic. Merry Christmas to both you fine gents. And to the ballpark we go. I will be managing the 1915 Boston Red Sox, the Action PC Sim Engine, the 54 Cleveland Indians. So for the Boston Red Sox, leading off is Trish Speaker. He's in center field. Babe Ruth will bat second and pitch. The 1915 Red Sox, with Ruth in the lineup, forego the designated hitter. The Indians will use the designated hitter as it's part of their rule package. Playing left field, batting third is Lewis. The cleanup hitter at first base is Hablitzel. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Gardner. Harry Hooper bats sixth. He's in right field. Barry will play second base and bat seventh. Thomas will do the catching, will bat eighth, and the shortstop is Scott. For the 54 Indians, Al Smith will be in left field. He'll lead things off. Larry Dolby will bat second in center field. Batting third is Bobby Avila. The cleanup hitter manning the hot corner is Al Rosen. The DH for the Indians is Dave Pope. Batting sixth in right field is Wally Westlake. Batting seventh at first base, Vic Wertz. Playing shortstop and batting eighth is Sam Denty. And doing the catching, batting ninth, Jim Hegan. On the mound, Bob Lemon. As you can see, Bob Lemon is on the mound. Lemon was 23-7 with a 2.72 earned run average. Behind the plate you have Hegan, 8 range, 7 arm. Rosen's average at third with a 5. Dente below average to poor with a 3 at short. Avila is very good at second. He's a 7. Vic Wertz above average is a 6. In left field, Smith is a 7 range, 6 arm. Doby excellent with range, 10 range with an 8 arm. And Westlake, well, he's in there for his stick. He's a 2 and a 2 here. So here's Trish Speaker. Speaker in 1915 batted .322, no homers, 69 ribbies. He's a 7 out of 10 bunter. Here comes a drag bunt. The pitch by Lemon, it's a beauty. Trish Speaker's going to beat that out. Rosen charges. The throw will be late. Speaker will have a bunt single on a beautiful, beautiful bunt. And here comes George Herman Babe Ruth, the Bambino. Ruth batted .315, 1 homer and 4 homers and 21 ribbies. The DH has been foregone for the 1915 Red Sox. They did have the option, but Ruth is an excellent hitter, so he's in the lineup. The Indians did use the DH. And they move their corners in. They think that Ruth's going to lay down a bunt, but he's not going to. He's ready to grip and rip. Hegan sets the target, the pitch to the young Bambino. That's a shot deep center field. Doby on the run, and he makes the catch. Speaker goes back, bluffs the tag, but will hold. 1 out. Now bring up Duffy Lewis, 291, 2 homers, 76 ribbies, left-handed batter. Blitzel is on deck. Here's the pitch to Duffy Lewis. Oh, they throw over. Speaker gets back. Wertz applied the tag. It was late. So again, Lemon looks to first. Now in at Hegan. He rocks and deals to Lewis. That's a line shot foul down the right field line. 0-2 count. Wertz continues to hold Speaker on. The windup and the pitch to Duffy Lewis. And he strikes out. Big swing and a miss on the 0-2 count. Was way out in front of the off-speed pitch. So 2 outs. Speaker's at first for Dick Hablitzel. Oh boy. And he's 283, 2 homers, 61 ribbies. Another left-handed stick that Lemon must face. Hegan wiggles the fingers. Lemon quickly nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Hablitzel. Fly ball deep to right. Westlake makes the catch in front of the wall. And the side is retired. Go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the 54 Indians here at Cleveland Stadium. Smith, Dolby, and Avila. Babe Ruth is on the mound. The Bambino. 18-8 with a 2.44. He gets the start on opening day in Cleveland. Thomas behind the plate, 8 range, 4 arm. Gardner poor at third, he's a 3. Scott excellent at short, he's a 9. Barry poor at second, he's a 3. And Hablitzel is poor at first, he's a 3. So that is not a good defensive infield. Lewis is a 5 range, 4 arm and left. Speaker just is Trish Speaker, he's outstanding, 10-10. And Harry Hooper is in right, 6 range, 8 arm. So here comes Al Smith. Smith batted .281, 11 homers, 50 ribbies, right-handed batter. He's a 7 out of 10 bunter. Corners will move in. The lefty Babe Ruth is ready to work. He's going to go right at Smith. He's going aggressive. Ground ball. Scott has it at short. Fires the first, 1 down. Nice play by Scott, ranging towards the second base bag. And here comes Larry Doby. Doby, 272, 32 homers, 126 ribbies, lefty-lefty matchup. Thomas sets the target. The pitch from Ruth to Doby. Fly ball center field. Speaker on the run. He makes the catch in deep center. 2 down. Striding to the plate. Right-handed batting Bobby Avila. 341, 15 homers, 67 ribbies. Ruth kicks and fires. Ground ball right side. Barry has it. Throws to first, and the side is retired. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. 1, 2, 3. Go the Tribe. Collectaholic is at the ballpark. Check out that wonderful card collecting channel. He says, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Alf. Thank you. The same to you, my friend. Due up for the 1915 Red Sox, Gardner, Hooper, and Barry. Larry Gardner, 258, 1 homer, 55 ribbies, left-handed batter. Bob Lemon back up on the bump. He's ready. He deals to Gardner. Line shot to Denty at short. So Gardner hit it on the screws. Great reaction by Dente. 1 down. Harry Hooper steps to the plate. 235, 2 homers, 51 ribbies, 7 out of 10 bunter. Here comes the bunt for the base hit, and he bunts it back to the screen. It's an 0-2 count. So he's going to choke up a bit on that bat. Digs in the left-hander's batter's box. He awaits the Lemon offering, pitch homeward bound. Hooper, line shot to Dick Wertz, who makes the leaping snare at first. What a catch by Dick Wertz, flashing the leather. And that's 2 down. Base is empty for Jack Barry. 262, no homers, 26 ribbies. Barry looking to slap the ball through the infield. Lemon looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Hegan wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Barry. Barry grounds it slowly to Dente. Dente moving to his left. Strong throw. Bang, bang play. Stretch by Wertz. Safe. Barry beats it out. Good hustle by Barry. And that will bring up Pinch Thomas, the catcher. I guess he'll do in a pinch. 236, no homers, 21 ribbies. 2 outs. Barry will be off on contact. He's going to take. Lemon misses the outside corner. Thomas to take again. Again, Hegan cannot get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Thomas looks down to the third base coach, puts the bat on his shoulder. Here's the offering from Lemon, taking all the way. And there's a strike. That caught the outside portion of the plate. 2-1 hitter's count. It's a hitter's count. And they're going to play unorthodox hit and run. And it's a ground ball to Wirtz and foul. So Wirtz lets it go foul. 2-2 count. Berry will be off on contact. Lemon nods his head, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Thomas. Ground ball up the middle. Dente, what a play! He fires to first, robbing Thomas of a hit. That ball was going over the second base bag. Looked like it's in center field, and Dente, not known for his range, reached out, snared it, spun and threw to first, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the second, scoreless here in Cleveland. Due up for the 54 Indians, Rosen, Pope, and Westlake to face George, Herman, Babe Ruth, the young Bambino. Here's Al Rosen, 300 batting average, 24 homers, 102 ribbies. Right-handed power bat. The pitch from the Bambino. And he strikes him out! Curveball froze him on the 1-2 count. One down, and that brings up the designated hitter. Cleveland did go with the designated hitter. The 1950 Red Sox forego it, as Ruth is an excellent hitter. Pope, 294 and 102 at-bats, 4 homers, 13 ribbies. Corners move in. He's an excellent bunter. Lefty-lefty matchup. Ruth deals to Pope. Fly ball, foul, down the right field line and deep. Indians fans hope he straightens that out. So it's a 2-2 count now, 1 out. Corners will move back to normal. Infield normal, outfield normal for the 15 Sox. Ruth is ready to work. He deals to the Pope. And that is a base hit. Right center. Hooper cuts it off. So a 1-out single for Pope. 8 out of 10 base running ability. Hoblitzel will hold him on. Here comes Wally Westlake. He's in there for his stick. 263. 11 homers, 41 ribbies, 277 off left-handed pitching. Scott and Berry hope to turn 2 up the middle. The pitch to Westlake. And he strikes out! Big swing and a miss. Again, the off-speed pitch badly fools a Cleveland Indian batter. The Bambino is now struck out 2, so with 2 outs, here comes Vic Wirtz. 274, 14 homers, 49 ribbies. Lefty-lefty matchup. Ruth throws over to first. Pope is safe. Ruth again peeks to first. Now in at the plate. Thomas sets the target. The pitch to Vic Wirtz. Fly ball, deep right field. Hooper on the run in the corner. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the third, scoreless here in Cleveland Stadium. Due up for the 1915 Red Sox, Scott, and the top of the order, Speaker, and the Bambino, Babe Ruth. So here comes Everett Scott. 201. No homers, 28 ribbies. Excellent defensive shortstop. Not much with the stick. Lemon deals. Scott's taking. Strike inside corner. Scott ready to grip and rip. Hegan wiggles the fingers, sets the target. The pitch to Scott. Scott grounds it to Rosen. Rosen fires across the Wirtz, scoring at home 5-3, 1 down. And here's Tris Speaker. He had a bunt base hit. Here's the bunt attempt again. It's another beauty! Speaker will be 2 for 2, both bunt base hits. That's dead ball, small ball, baseball. And Speaker's on in front of George, Herman, Babe Ruth, the Bambino. Corners move in. Again, they expect a bunt. There's going to be no bunt. Ruth will take. They throw back. Wirtz quickly pop back. They thought that Speaker was leaning. So again, Ruth awaits the lemon offering. He's taking all the way. Ball outside corner. Ruth will take until he gets a strike. Another ball. Hegan imploring Lemon to hit the target. Ruth does not look like he'll expand the zone. Speaker at first, 1 out. Lemon nods his head. He kicks and deals. Ball 3. Ruth puts the bat on his shoulder. Strike. He finally hits that outside corner. 3-1 hitters count for the Bambino. Speaker on. Corner is still expecting the bunt, but Ruth will be swinging away. Here's the pitch from Lemon. And that's a fly ball. Right field foul. Avila went a far way, and what a catch by Bobby Avila. 2 down. Let's watch that over. Popped foul. But that just kept carrying. Lots of foul territory here. And Avila makes the catch. He went a long way for that one. So 2 outs. Ruth's now 0 for 2. And here comes Duffy Lewis. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Duff. Lewis swings. Fly ball. Dolby moving to his right and center. Makes the catch. And the side is retired. So Trish Speaker's bunt base hit goes for naught. Bottom of third. Scoreless here in Cleveland. Due up for the 54 Indians. Dente, Hegan, and the top of the order Smith to face George Herman, Babe Ruth. Ruth has thrown 31 pitches, good for 130. Dente, 266, 1 home run, 19 ribbies. Right-handed stick. Hegan on deck. Thomas goes through the signs. The Bambino nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Dente. That's a base hit to left. So a leadoff single for Dente. Indians will hold him on at first, and here comes the catcher, Jim Hegan. Hegan, 234, 11 homers, 40 ribbies, 5 out of 10 bunter. They're going to go aggressive to Hegan. And he strikes out! Ruth picks up his 3rd K on the 2-2. As Hegan thought that was ball 3. Instead, it's strike 3. He protests the call, but in vain. Top of the order now, Al Smith. He's 0 for 1. Grounded to short. Dente at first. Hoblitzel holding him on. Ruth throws over. Hoblitzel applies the tag, but Dente just gets back. Ruth peeks to first. Now in at Thomas behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Smith. That ball gets away from Thomas, but Dente did not go. Thomas quickly jumped on it. Viper Dave's at the ballpark. How you doing? Hope all is well. Merry Christmas. So again, 1 out, 1 on, 3-0 count. The pitch to Smith. He swings, base hit to left. Duffy Lewis has it, throws it back in. Dente goes 90 feet and stops. Station to station go the Indians. So 1 out, 2 on. Cleveland threatening to score at the ballpark today. It's a sunny day, opening day. 66 degrees, wind 6 miles in from center field. No precipitation is expected. And Dolby is 0 for 1. He flew to deep center. Here's the pitch around to Larry Dolby. Will he expand the zone? No, he does not. The bases are juiced. And now bring up Bobby Avila, the .341 batting average. He's 0 for 1. Indians hoping to take the lead here. Try to get a run across. No score. Bottom of third. Ruth hoping for the double play ball. The pitch to Avila. Ground ball. Scott. We'll go for the double play. To Barry. On to Hoblitzel. 6-4-3. You can't beat that. The side is retired. Let's watch that over. That was a beautiful double play. Scott ranging well behind the second base bag. Backhanded flip to Barry. On to first. The side is retired. Ruth smacks his glove and smilingly jogs to the dugout. We're through 3 scoreless here in Cleveland. Due up for the 1915 Red Sox, Hoblitzel, Gardner, and Hooper. Hoblitzel is 0 for 1. Drag bunt attempt. And a little too hard, and it rolls foul. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from Lemon. Ground ball, right side. Avila throws to Wirtz, and Hoblitzel is retired. 1 out. That'll bring up Larry Gardner. Gardner lined to short his first time up. Hegan wiggles the finger, sets the target. The pitch to Gardner. Ground ball, right side, rinse and repeat. Avila to Wirtz, 2 down. They're playing Pepper with Avila at second. Base is empty for Harry Hooper. He lined to first. Here's the bunt attempt for the hit. That's a beauty! And Hooper's going to have a bunt base hit. Rosen cannot make the play. So, The Boston Red Sox of 1915 have 4 hits, 3 of them the bunt variety. And that will bring up Jack Berry. Berry did have an infield. Wow, we have not hit the ball out of the infield, as our 4th hit was an infield single. Here's the pitch to Berry. They throw over. Hooper gets back. Wirtz applied the tag, but Hooper dove back safely. He'll be off on contact. Lemon shakes off Egan. Now he nods his head. He rocks and fires. And that's a base hit through the right side. Hooper hits second and will head to third. And the throw is not in time. First to third, so the 1915 Red Sox have something going here. As Berry is now 2 for 2. How do you do? And here comes the catcher. He'll do in a pinch. It's Pinch Thomas. Thomas is 0 for 1. He grounded to short. Can he find a way to hit this ball through the infield and give the 1915 Red Sox a 1-0 lead? The pitch to Pinch. And he walks! Oh, wow. Lemon walks Pinch Thomas. Now they go to the weak hitting, but excellent fielding, Everett Scott. Scott grounded to third. Bases juiced, no place to put Scott. He's taking. That's a ball. He will take until there's a strike. Hegan says, come on, Bob, hit the plate. Again the pitch to Everett Scott. Inside corner again, ball. He's not getting that call. Lemon takes a deep breath. He rocks and deals. And there's a strike. That caught more of the part of the plate. So it's a 2-1 count. Scott's going to take. 3-1 count. He's taking all the way. Full count. Scott will swing the lumber now. Hooper's at third. Berry's at second. Thomas is at first. 2 outs. Top of the 4th. No score here in Cleveland Stadium. The windup and the pitch from Lemon to Scott. Base hit right side. Hooper scores. Berry scores. Thomas goes first to third. And Everett Scott comes through in the clutch. A 2-out single. The 1915 Boston Red Sox 2-0 over the 54 Indians. Scott really worked the count well. D. Scott Howard is at the ballpark. He says, ho, 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 everyone. Merry Christmas to our good friend D. Scott Howard. Now bring up Trish Speaker. Speaker is 2 for 2. 2 bunt base hits. Trying to knock in Pinch Thomas from third. The pitch to Speaker. And he walks. So Bob Lemon in a bit of a pickle here. The 15 Red Sox have Lemon on the ropes. And here comes George Herman Babe Ruth, the youngster, the Bambino as they call him, 0 for 2. The pitch to the Bambino. Fly ball. Deep right center field. And gone! It is a grand salami for George Herman Babe Ruth. The youngster has just bashed the Red Sox to a 6-0 lead. Oh my Lord, so much joy at the plate as he is surrounded by his teammates. Let's watch that majestic blast once again. It is a bippity-boppity boom. To the moon, Alice, to the moon by George Herman Babe Ruth. Ruth crushes this ball. Right center field. Westlake went back, looked up, and it is gone. Boom goes the ball, and the Bambino touches them all. That's why the Red Sox went the designated hitter. The Indians took the designated hitter. It's unbelievable. Joining us at the ballpark is Captain Carl 8. Hope all is well. Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us. If you're just joining us, the Red Sox of 1915 have exploded for 6 runs with 2 outs. Here's Duffy Lewis. Lemon is on the ropes. The pitch to Lewis. Line shot! What a nice reaction play by Avila. And mercifully the side is retired. And a mock cheer goes up from the Indians fans here at the stadium. Bottom of the 4th, 6-0 Red Sox. Due up for the 54 Indians. Rose and Pope and Westlake to face the Bambino. George Herman Ruth. Rosen is 0 for 1. The pitch from the Babe. Oh, Ruth walked him. Rosen at first will be held on. That will bring up Dave Pope. Pope singled to right. Ruth hoping for the double play ball. Thomas sets the target, the pitch to the Pope. Fly ball, right field, foul down the line. Hooper picks up the ball, tosses it to a fan. That was a nice thing to a young fan from Cleveland. The count is 1-2 in favor of Ruth. They throw to first. Rosen is safe. Ooh, that was a close call. Hoblitzel thought he had him. Ruth thought he had him. Thomas thought he had him. But the man in blue says no. Ruth's attention goes back to the Pope. He wants to send the Pope to confessional. Here's the pitch to Dave Pope. And he walked him. Back-to-back walks. Pinch Thomas steps out in front of the plate, says, come on, Bambino, relax. And here's Wally Westlake. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Westlake. And there's the conference. Now the pitch to Westlake. Ground ball. Barry to Scott. Back to Hoblitzel. Advancing to third on the double play is Rosen. So 4 to 6 to 3. So Pinch Thomas went out and settled the nerves of the youngster, the Bambino. And here comes Vic Wertz. Wertz is 0 for 1. The organ is trying to rev up the crowd here at Cleveland Stadium. Ruth is ready. He rocks and deals to Wertz. And that's a base hit to center. Rosen trots in from third, and the Indians are on the board. It's now 6 to 1. Here comes Sam Dente. He's played quite well at short, and he's 1 for 1. Hoblitzer will play behind Vic Wertz. Here's the pitch to Dente. Line shot to Everett Scott. Great reaction, and the side is retired, but the Indians do get on the board. We go to the top of the fifth. The 1915 Red Sox 6, the 1954 Indians 1. Due up for Boston, Hoblitzel, Gardner, and Hooper to face Bob Lemon, and he has been awful. Well, the fourth inning was awful. 6 runs after 2 outs. He just couldn't close the show. Here's the pitch. Hoblitzel will attempt the bunt base hit, and that goes foul. 0-2 count. Lemon steadies himself. Pitch homeward bound. Hoblitzel, ground ball to Dente. Dente fires, bang, bang, play, and the ball gets away from Wertz. He was able to corral it. Hoblitzel would not advance, but that is going to be an error on Dente on the throw. It was a little too al dente for Vic Wertz at first. So the leadoff runner is on, and here comes Larry Gardner. Gardner 10 out of 10 has a bunter, 7 out of 10 hit and run. There's the hit and run. There goes Hoblitzel. Swing and a miss, and Hoblitzel is out. Ouch. The count is now, actually they said he checked it. No, they did swing on the 2-0. Trying to protect the runner. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Gardner 0 for 2. Pitch homeward bound. Gardner fly ball, right field. Westlake makes the catch, moves slightly to his left, 2 down. And now bring up Harry Hooper. He's 1 for 2. He drops the bunt down. Hegan lets it roll foul. Red Sox 19-15 continue to try to put the pressure on that infield. It's an 0-2 count to Harry Hooper. Digs in that left-hander's batter's box. He chokes up a bit. Egan goes through the signs. Lemon, quick nod of the head. Now he fires towards the plate. And he strikes out Hooper. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 6-1 Red Sox. Due up for the 54 Indians. Hegan from the top of the order. Smith and Doby. Ruth looking strong out there. He's thrown 89 pitches. If you're just joining us, George Herman Babe Ruth hit a grand slam in the top of the fourth to give, at the time, the Red Sox a 6-0 lead. Indians did put 1 on the board in the bottom. Here's the pitch to Hegan, who's 0 for 1. Fly ball, right center field. Hooper on the run, makes the catch, 1 away. That brings up Al Smith. He's 1 for 2. Ruth deals quickly to Smith. Grounder. Gardner knocks it down, picks up, fires to first. And that's 2 down. Good job by Gardner sticking with it. 2 outs, base is empty for Larry Doby. He is 0 for 1. He has flown to deep center and walked. The Bambino looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The high leg kick and the pitch to Doby. And he strikes him out. The side is retired. Ruth pumps his fist, points to Pinch Thomas, and jogs to the dugout. He liked the call there by the Pinch. Top of the sixth, 6-1 Boston, due up for the 1915 Red Sox, looking to win on opening day in the Greatest Teams League. Barry, Pinch Thomas, and Everett Scott. Here's Barry. He is 2 for 2. An infield single and a solid single. He's knocked in. No, he did not knock in the run, excuse me. Lemon still on the mound. 72 pitches, good for 135. He deals to Barry. Ground ball. Rosen charges it. Quick release. Barry might have beat this out, folks. No! Nice stretch by Wirtz. Barry thought he was 3 for 3, but the man in blue put the right arm up. 1 out, base is empty, and here comes Pinch Thomas. He is 0 for 1. He's grounded to short and walk. Here's the pitch to Pinch. Fly ball, left field, on the run! Smith makes the catch in the corner. And I think that was a fair ball, but it doesn't matter. It's out number 2. So 2 outs, base is empty for Everett Scott. 1 for 2. His last plate appearance, he singled, knocking in 2. He's going to take. That's a ball. He'll take until he gets a strike. Lemon pours a no! That's another ball. Lemon fires another one. There's a strike. 2-1 count. He'll take again. 3-1 he'll take. And he walks. So a good job by Scott. Red Sox have decided not to chase. They're making Lemon work. And here's Trish Speaker. He is 2 for 2 with a walk. 2 bunt singles, but he's gonna swing the stick here. The pitch to Trish Speaker. Ground ball, Avila, backhand, throws to Wirtz, and the side is retired. Bottom of the sixth, 6-1 Red Sox. George Herman, Babe Ruth back up on the bump for the 1915 Red Sox. He's going to face Avila, Rosen, and Pope. Avila's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Bobby Avila. Fly ball, right, Hooper coming in, makes the catch, 1 down. George Herman, Babe Ruth is really pitching a gem here. Robbie Wartburg is at the ballpark. How you doing? Merry Christmas. Hope all is well. Here's Al Rosen. He's 0 for 1. Ruth deals quickly to Rosen. Curveball, and that's a shot to left center. He waited nicely on that pitch, so a 1-out single, and here comes Dave Pope. Pope has singled and walked. Ruth throws over to first. Rosen gets back. Ruth again looks to first. Now in at the plate. He rocks and fires to Pope. Curveball, ground ball, slowly hit. The third, Gardner charges. Bang, bang, play at first. I think Pope is safe. He beats it out. Hoblitzel not happy with the call. The Indians have something going here. 1 out, 2 on for Wally Westlake. He is 0 for 2. He has struck out and banged into a double play. Ruth hoping for another double play. Pinch Thomas sets the target, the pitch to Westlake. And he walks. The bases are juiced. Pinch yells out something to the Bambino. Indians can get right back in this ball game. You got Vic Wirtz. He knocked in the only run for the Indians. Back in the bottom of the 4th. Bases full of Tribes. Rosen at third, Pope at second, Westlake at first. As Robbie Wartburg says, Merry Christmas. I'm enjoying my copy of Action PC Baseball. It's absolutely wonderful. Here's the pitch to Wirtz. And he walked him, and Wirtz will pick up his second ribby on the bases loaded walk. Oh boy. And here comes Sam Dente. They're going to go aggressive to Dente. Pinch Thomas says, let's go right at him. And a base hit to left. The Indians will knock in another run. And just like that, they've cut the lead in half. It's now 6-3. And the number 9 batter, the catcher, Jim Hegan, steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. They're going to go aggressive to Hegan. A base hit to left. Past the dive of Gardner. It's now 6-4. Ruth is now struggling. 129 pitches. He'll pitch to Al Smith. And he walks in another run, and that's it for the Bambino. The youngster is falling apart here. in the bottom of the 6th. It's just the wheels on the bus have come off. And that's it for the Bambino. So he was sparkling until now, including a grand slam. And now we have no DH, so we've kind of hosed ourselves. And who will we go with now? Oh boy, these bullpen guys are not bueno. Well, somehow, Ralph Comstock only had an ERA of 2. How, I don't know. The batting averages are god-awful. Like, wow. Total 294, lefties 267, righties 316. Who's coming up? A lefty. So let's go lefty-lefty matchup here. It's going to be Greg Veen to come in, and he'll go to the 2nd spot. And Ruth is actually scheduled to lead things off. And we're just going to put him in that slot. He'll lead things off. Here it comes. Veen Greg. 4-2 with 3 saves. Again, I don't think they kept saves in 1915. Okay. And at 3.36, he's in a pickle here. The bases are juiced. 1 out. Dolby at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Dente at 3rd. Egan at 2nd. Smith at 1st. The pitch to Dolby. And it's a base hit to right. And Hegan is held up at 3rd, but the ball game's tied. It's 6-6. And here comes Bobby Avila. So the Indians have struck quite quickly. And the boys from Beantown circle the wagons, but it could be too late. Hegan deals to Avila, who's 0 for 3. Ground ball to Scott. Scott will go for the double play. To Barry. On to Hoblitzel. And the side is retired. 6-4-3. But the Tribes score 5 and KO the Bambino. We go to the top of the 7th. It's a whole new world here at Cleveland Stadium. It's 6-6 to the delight of the Indians fans. Robbie Wartburg asks, where did you get your ballpark images? Out of the ballpark. All you got to do is use the out of the album. You can copy the out of the ballpark images that they use in their game and put them in the Action PC games, and they're much better than the photos, in my opinion. And out of the ballpark's on sale for $4.99. So it's worth it just to get. And then you download from the workshop the stadiums. You can probably download. No, I think you have to have the game to download those. All right, so here comes Veen Greg. He actually hit 350 in 20 at bats, so that's pretty good. So it'd be Veen, Greg, Lewis, and Hoblitzel. Here's the pitch to Greg. And there's a base hit to center, so the pitchers are really doing their JOB here at the plate. So Veen, Greg's at first. He's the go-ahead run. Here comes Duffy Lewis. He's 0 for 3. Here comes a sac bunt. He puts down a good one. Hegan has it. His only play is the first. Avila on the wheel play. Covers. So if you're scoring that at home, it's actually 2-4 as the second baseman covered up on first base. And Greg, the go-ahead run, moves to second, though he's slow-footed. And that will bring up Hobbitzel, the first baseman. Here's a pitch from Lemon to Hoblitzel. And he strikes out. 2 outs. Go-ahead run at second for Larry Gardner. He's 0 for 3. The pitch to Gardner. Line shot. Great reaction by Rosen at third. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Knotted at 6 here in Cleveland as they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back. For it's root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Due up for the Tribe here in the bottom of the 7th. Rosen, Pope, and Westlake to face Greg Vegan. The pitch to Rosen, who is 1 for 2. And he walks, and that's where the Beantown boys got in a lot of trouble. And here's Pope, the pitch to Pope. And he walks, oh my lord. And here's a mound visit. And he says he's okay, and he's not looking okay. And here comes Westlake, the pitch to Westlake. Ground ball, Gardner charges, going to be a bang-bang play at first. Westlake might have beat this out, and he does. Holy poop, 2 walks and an infield hit. Bases are juiced, 6-6 ball game. And here comes Vic Wirtz. Wirtz is 1 for 2. He's knocked in 2 runs, 1 with a single, 1 with a bases-loaded walk. They're going to play halfway. A hard hit ball, they might go to the plate. Halfway in the infield, outfield straightaway and normal. The pitch to Vic Wirtz. And he strikes him out. That's huge. Double play ball will get them out now. All right. So Dente's up. Dente's been playing quite well at short. He's 2 for 3. Single, line to short. And then singled again. Knocking in a run. Boston. .269. This is our best option, is our lefty. We'll stick with him. Here's a pitch from Greg to Dente. Fly ball, Hooper charging in. He makes the catch. Will they challenge Hooper's 8 arm? They're going to challenge it. Hooper's going to throw to the plate. And safe! Rosen just gets under the tag. And it's 7-6 Cleveland in this offensive slobber knocker. Mark Forsberg. How you doing, my friend? Was Babe Ruth only a pitcher in 1915? Yes, they only list him as a pitcher. We did DH him. I mean, we did let him hit, though. And he had a grand slam, but he pooped the bed in the bottom of the 6th. As you can see, 5 runs did score. Itinerary Hobby is another fun channel. Please check out that wonderful military strategy channel. As he says, batter, 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 swing, batter. So the Indians take the lead now on the sac fly. It's now 7-6. Pope's at second. Westlake's at first. 2 outs, and Hegan's at the plate. Greg rocks and deals to Hegan. Fly ball, Speaker going to his left. Makes the catch in center, and the side is retired. But the Indians have come all the way back after being down 6-0 to now take a 7-6 lead as we go to the top of the 8th. The boys from Beantown could be getting scalped, and what a disappointing loss after a 6-run lead on the Grand Salami by the Bambino. So it's going to be Hooper, Barry, and Thomas. Harry Hooper's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Bunt base hit attempt. Bunts it back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Hooper readies himself. Lemon now in line for a win. Again, Lemon had 1 horrific inning, the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch to Hooper. Fly ball, Westlake makes the catch. He didn't even have to move. Great positioning by the bench coach. 1 out, and here's Jack Berry. 2 for 3, an infield single. And then a clean single and a ground out to third. The pitch to Berry. Ground ball to Dente. Dente has it, throws to Wirtz, 2 down, 6-3 if you're scoring at home. Pinch Thomas is 0 for 2. He's going to take. They'll take until he gets a strike. Lemon. There, he gets the outside corner. Pinch Thomas says, why didn't you give us that call when the Bambino was on the mound? Not really arguing balls and strikes, I guess. You can't get thrown out for that. 1-1 count to Pinch Thomas. Hegan wiggles the fingers. Lemon quickly acknowledges with a nod of the head. The windup and the pitch to Thomas. Ground ball, Dente. Dente to Wirtz, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-6. Indians. Cleveland looking to add to that precarious 1-run lead. It's top of the order, Smith, Doby, and Avila. Greg deals to Al Smith, who's 1 for 3. Ground ball. Scott deep short. Fires a strike to first. One down. That's that 9 range. And here's Doby. Lefty-lefty matchup. Larry Doby's 1 for 3. Greg shakes off Pinch Thomas. Now he's ready. He rocks and deals to Doby. And has a base hit to right. And Thomas just glares at him as he wanted the off-speed pitch, but Greg went with the fastball in the 0-2 count. And Doby has a great chance of stealing second, 80%. They throw over, and Doby's safe, down to 41%. Now the pitch to Avila, who's 0 for 4. And he strikes out! That's huge. So 2 outs. Foul tip was held on by Pinch Thomas. And stepping to the plate is the third baseman, Al Rosen. Rosen's 1 for 2. He has struck out, walked, singled, and walked. Greg peeks to first. He throws over. Hoblitzell applies the tag. Safe. He throws over again. And Hoblitzell applies the tag. Indians fans are booing. Greg is immune to it. Now he's ready. He rocks and fires to Rosen. And he strikes him out. We go to the top of the 9th. The Indians are 3 outs away from an improbable opening day victory. They were down 6-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. They got 1 in the 4th, 5 in the 6th. They knocked out Ruth in the 6th. And the go-ahead run in the 7th on a sac fly to right. Can the boys from Beantown tie it up? Or will the squander of the 6-run lead be complete? It's Scott, Speaker, and Greg. Here's the pitch to Everett Scott. He will take until he gets a strike, and he doesn't have to wait long. There's a strike. That caught the plate. 0-1 count. Lemon, 108 pitches, good for 135. Bob Lemon, again, that bad hiccup inning where 6 runs scored after 2 outs in the 4th. Takes a deep breath. He's ready. He rocks and deals to Scott. Grounder to Dente. Over to Wirtz. 1 down. It was a hard hit ball to short. 6-3. Top of the order, Trish Speaker is 2 for 3. He's looking for an extra base hit here. Here's the pitch to Speaker. There's our shot, and there's the extra base hit. A double to right center field. Tying run at second. Trish Speaker comes through in the clutch. And this brings up the pitcher, Veen Greg, who batted .350 on 20 at-bats, and he's 1 for 1 today. The pitch to Greg, and he strikes out. No such luck this time. So Cleveland, 1 out away from an opening day victory in our great team league. As Clinton Park says, I'm surprised Lemon is still in the game. Well, it's the Action PC sim engine. I am too. But I don't control them. I control the 1915 Red Sox. And it's now up to Duffy Lewis. Lewis is 0 for 3. Again, he batted .291 with 76 ribbies in 1915. The pitch to Lewis, trying to tie it up. And fly ball to Doby on the run in right center. He makes the catch. And the Indians come back to win on opening day to the joy of the fans here at Cleveland Stadium. 7-6. What a ball game. Lemon gets the win. He goes the distance. Again, that one horrific inning, the top of the 4th with 2 outs. The Red Sox scored 6 times, including a grand salami by George Herman Babe Ruth. But all for naught. The Cleveland Indians of 1954 win 7-6 over the 1915 Red Sox. Let's go to the box score. The screen will go black for a moment. Here we are. Now there's the box score. Let's go to the pitching first. George Herman Babe Ruth went 5 1/3. He was cruising until the bottom of the 6th. He gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. Walked 6, struck out 4. The walks did come back to haunt him. Greg takes the loss and a 1 blown save. He went 2 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 2 walks, 3 Ks. And a partridge in a pear tree. Clinton Parks, I believe he's talking about Bob Lemon, said he had 21 complete games and relieved 3 times. As Robbie Wartburg says, you would have thought the manager would have said Lemon went sour, Clinton. LOL. That is a great line, Robbie. So Lemon goes the distance. 9 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. Again, they all came in the top of the 4th after 2 outs. A home run, a grand slam by George Herman Babe Ruth. 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Speaker 3 for 4 with a double. Ruth 1 for 3 with a grand salami, 4 ribbies knocked in. Rosen 1 for 3 with 2 walks for the Indians, and Pope 2 for 2, the DH. Let's go to the batting. That was a fun game, 7-6. Speaker, as I said, 3 for 4 runs scored, a walk, a double. Ruth 1 for 3, a grand slam, a run scored. Gregg 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Lewis 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Hoblitzel 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Gardner 0 for 4. Hooper 1 for 4 with a run scored and a strikeout. Berry 2 for 4 with a run scored. Thomas 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Scott 1 for 3, a run scored. He knocked in 2 and he walked. The Red Sox of 1915 in defeat, 35 at-bats, 6 runs, 9 hits, 6 ribbies, 3 walks, 4 Ks, a double, and a grand slam by George Herman Babe Ruth. For the 1954 Indians, in their victorious 7-6 game, Al Smith, 1 for 4 with a ribby and a walk. Doby, 2 for 4 with a ribby, a walk, and a strikeout. Bobby Avila, the man with a .341 batting average in 1954, 0 for 5 with a strikeout, a game he would gladly forget. Rosen, 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Pope, the DH, 2 for 2, a run scored, and 2 walks. Westlake, again, was in there for his stick, 1 for 3 with a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. Wirtz, the first baseman, 1 for 3 with 2 ribbies, a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. Dente, the shortstop, 2 for 3, a run scored, and 2 ribbies. And Hegan, the catcher, 1 for 4, a run knocked in, and a strikeout. The Indians in victory, 31 at-bats, 7 runs, 11 hits, 7 ribbies, 8 walks, 7 Ks. The walks came back to kill the 1915 Red Sox. D. Scott Howard says, Lemon squeezed out a complete game. Boom, boom. Robbie Wartburg, if he needed help, it would have been lemonade. Oh my God, they're in fuego in the chat. As Captain Carl's answering a question from Mark. Yes, Mark, he was, but he was also used as a pinch hitter. I think they're talking about Babe Ruth, I believe. All right, let's see who the player of the game is. Sam Dente. Okay, I guess. Here's the recap, and we'll just let you look at it. Bring that up a bit. I think that's, yeah, we can just, that'll get everything right there. Yeah. All right. So Cleveland had a chance to score in the third on 2 hits and 1 walk, but they failed when Avila banged into an inning-ending double play. Then in the fourth, with 2 outs, the Red Sox scored 6, and you thought they were in the driver's seat. Sent 9 batters to plate, scoring 6 runs, 4 hits, and 2 walks. Everett Scott singled, scoring 2. And then Babe Ruth hit a grand slam, 6-0. Cleveland will get 1 back on the Vic Wertz single with 6-1 going to the top of the 5th. They would then again score in the 6th. They would tie it up, scoring 5 runs. They sent 10 batters to plate, scoring 5 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks, knocking the Bambino out of the game. Wertz walked, scoring Rosen, 6-2. Dente singled, scoring Pope, 6-3. Jim Hegan singled, scoring Westlake, 6-4. Indians were within 2. Al Smith walked with the bases loaded, scoring Wirtz, 6-5. Dolby singled, scoring Dente, tie game, 6-6. Avila banged into an inning-ending double play once again. He had a horrific day at the plate. So we went to the 7th, knotted at 6. Boston failed to score in the top of the 7th. Cleveland scored 1 run on a hit, and guess what? 2 walks. Sam Dente hit a sac fly, 7-6, and that's how the ball game ended. Ruth 1 for 3, a grand slam. Speaker 3 for 4 with a double, and Pope for the Indians 2 for 2 with 2 walks. Lemon the win. Ruth no decision. Veen Greg took the loss out of the bullpen. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Captain Carl and the other luminaries in the chat. So thank you to Captain Carl, Robbie Wartburg, D. Scott Howard, Clinton Parks, Itinerary Hobbyist, Mark Forsberg, Tribes Fan, Viper Dave, Collectaholic. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace! Love you all.